Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Panic Attacking. I'm Andrew Chavone.
And I'm Stephen Rogers.
This is the episode where we talk about our anxiety and your anxiety.
Yep.
Did I get it wrong?
You got it wrong.
Okay. Well, so we got a great episode. We have special guest Taylor Tomlinson. Who's sitting on a couch looking at us.
Yeah, we're in the murder room still.
You'll get that joke later.
Oh, yeah, I just realized that.
So we talk a lot about Taylor's relationship anxiety.
Our relationship anxieties.
We get into listener topics of relationship anxiety.
Relationship anxiety, parent guilt,
therapy, the Joker,
edibles, meditation, and intermittent fasting.
And IUDs that I think gave...
Yeah, please
really
go to a doctor.
Quickly Googled advice. So
we are not qualified.
We Googled something and it already looks really bad.
I'm getting weird pushed ads already.
So it's a great episode. Thanks for listening.
And don't forget to come out to Concord, New Hampshire on
December 20th.
Bank of New Hampshire stage. We'll be doing stand-up.
And I got a message from people who are coming.
Great.
Yeah, so it's a good group. Shout out to Jacqueline Martell, who we met at another show in Boston.
Yeah, please come.
And stay tuned for the music, everybody.
Stay tuned.
My heart starts beating really fast. I'm like sweating and trembling.
Me too.
Am I gonna die?
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Panic Attacking, the podcast where we talk about what made us anxious this week and what made you anxious this week. I am Stephen Rogers.
And I'm Andrew Chavone. So,
we're new to the logline thing that you made me do, and every time I start, I forget that we have one.
Because I'm nervous if people listen for the first time, they're like, "What is this about?" So we say
the title never gives it away. They think it's a Scrabble podcast. I'm very excited, more than usual, for this episode because we have our second guest, the very funny Taylor Tomlinson is here, everybody. Taylor Tomlinson.
Taylor. Hello.
Yes.
Panic to be here. Is that good?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. We were very nervous. We're actually recording in Stand-Up New York, above Stand-Up New York, and we got ready right before you got here, and I was nervous to have it comfortable for a guest, and then you came in immediately and said it was murder lighting.
Right, but we fixed it.
Yeah,
I mean, there was one light on, and it just felt like I would never see daylight again.
And there was a switch, or I'm like, this could be the lights, or this could power everything down.
Yeah,
and we took the risk.
Yeah,
and it paid off.
It turned on the lights. Yeah.
And somehow it looks scarier.
Yeah, now you can see all the stains.
Yeah, really.
Before it was like, is it a shadow or the remnants of human liquid?
Yeah, this is like a forensic light.
Yeah,
it's pretty awful. Thank you.
Stand-Up New York is a great place.
No, it's a great place. I mean, like, okay.
We're just in like an upstairs closet.
Yes,
we're not in the beautiful club downstairs.
Yeah, we'll show pictures maybe. I don't know. You're making me anxious now that
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So thank you for being on this.
You're welcome.
We know each other only a little bit because we both open for Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't really open for Brian anymore. No, you open for Brian.
Right. Well, okay.
You took her place. Did you replace her?
We joined at the same time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. They asked me a while ago, and I think I just had headlining.
Right. But that's
stuff.
That's
so
where
I
we
was.
Part
That sounded so shitty.
Oh
my God.
Shot.
No, I was just like they asked me like a long time ago, and I just wasn't available.
Of course.
So yeah, I don't know that I'm even an option to them anymore, which is fine.
Hey, it's good to graduate to not being an opener.
That's right.
Right,
Stephen will do that in 10 years.
That's right. When Brian retires.
You got to perform in a Brian mask?
Yeah.
I feel like you can't outgrow opening for Brian Regan.
No, that's
way.
not
That's
possible.
not a thing.
Ever.
Yeah.
No. We met a guy who was like 78 years old, and he just stopped.
He just stopped opening. Yeah.
For Brian.
Yeah. So
Stephen hates when I bring that guy up.
Yeah, because he doesn't open anymore, and I feel bad.
I think Stephen replaced this guy.
I think so.
How much are you out with him?
Once every 2 months, maybe.
That's a lot. That's great.
Yeah, it's really great. And
you're so nervous about it.
I'm very nervous every time.
I'm taking work from other people. What if I suck?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I felt like I could talk to you about right away when I met you, was how unbelievable it was for us and how nervous we were to be with him.
Oh, yeah, because we're children.
It was the first time for both of you at the same time?
No, but we had a similar thing of like, he saw you at a festival,
right?
And he found me on YouTube.
Oh my God!
I know. And at first, I had no idea why it was there, and it took me. I think I did like two weekends before I was like, how did I? How did you know that I even did comedy? He's like, oh, I was just on YouTube. I'm like, what? Thank you, YouTube.
You're just casually on YouTube?
Yeah, he's the coolest guy ever. He's just watching
stand
up on YouTube. Wow. Yeah. So when I met Steven, it was like we were both just like, how did we even?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is nuts. Our childhood hero just like scooped us up and was like, do you want to maybe do some shows with me? And we're like, yes. Like, yeah. And I was so nervous about it. And we both had similar anxieties, I think, that, older, more established comics who work with him do not, I'm sure.
Did you guys open for him at the same time on the same shows or like
separated?
No.
There's only one opener usually. Although the first one I went out with, I forget who I was with, but I did like 10 up top just to make sure I was.
Oh, wow.
Okay, did you do that?
No.
No, you just went straight to being trusted.
Well, wow. I mean, that's the positive way of looking at it. I looked at it like, if I fail this, it's over. Because it was just me.
Right.
I've never brought anyone on for anything, not an encore. So I was waiting backstage watching him, and then David listens to the podcast. And,
does he?
Yeah.
Hey!
I texted his tour manager.
David, the tour manager?
Yeah. You know, the one that
you're
always surprised he remembers your name.
But the people who listen don't know.
He's such a nice guy.
He's the nicest guy in the world. And I texted him the first time I was like, hey, so what's like an encore? And then he had to come back in and like explain it to someone he thought was a professional what to do.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was so nervous. So we usually cover what makes us anxious this week. Do you want to kick it off?
Okay, so it actually relates to Dave because his daughter Jen is a big fan of the podcast.
Yes,
she got all of her friends into the podcast. So I did a show.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's so nice.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And so I did a show at a brewery in Connecticut on Thursday, and she came, brought her boyfriend Matt and their friend John.
Yeah.
So I remember their names this time. Because last time they came, I forgot their names. But I gave them the stress balls, and they freaked.
Oh, my God.
They loved them.
Yeah.
And Jen was like, oh, my God, I'm going to take this to work and squeeze it while I work. And Matt's like, oh, I'll take this on my road trips. Or maybe that was the other guy. And I was like, oh, my God. I got so overwhelmed that they loved the balls.
Yeah.
So I was like, have another.
You gave him. You gave him your whole bag.
I gave him. I did another round.
Everyone's got two.
They got two. They're like, all right, thanks. I couldn't control myself.
You're just giving away free.
You've been telling me to sell them, and I can't.
It doesn't matter. Like I get too nervous selling things, so I just have been giving them away. Also, do you get that?
Yeah, I tried to sell something once. I tried to sell condoms, and because I had a condom joke,
yeah.
And I was like, I did it one time, and I could not do it. I was like, I went in going like, oh, I'll do it for like $1, and then people were like, how much is it? I'm just like, have it, just have it. I hate this so much. Like, I don't even really like going out after shows. Like, I know you should, and it's important, and it's, I don't want to ever appear ungrateful that people took a night to come out and watch me talk for an hour.
Of course,
but yeah, I mean, I just feel like shaking that many hands, like I'm worried about getting sick. It's emotionally draining.
Yeah, because you just performed.
And I'm like, you guys know everything about me. You have to touch me too. Like, come on. But it's it's nice that people want to meet you, but it causes me so much anxiety.
And the worst is when you don't think you did that well, and then you still have to ask them for more money.
I don't know what that's like, but I have heard that that's hard.
Didn't you hear she doesn't even open for Brian anymore?
No, I absolutely would. Dave. No, I totally know what you're talking about when you're like, oh, that show was not great. And then after people are like, that was awesome. And you're like, tell your face because I needed you out there.
Oh my gosh.
So that happened at the brewery show. These people never saw me do stand-up. I met them with Brian a month ago. Yeah. And they're like, nice. We had drinks. But this is the first time they watched me perform. And this brewery wasn't set up for a comedy show at all.
Oh, God.
There was no stage. There was just tables. And I get on stage. I'm the first comic after the host, and I don't.
So what was the stage?
It was just the floor. People were sitting on bar stools, so I was like
looking up
at them, like looking at their chins.
Oh my gosh!
And then I get on stage. I come out from the green room area and on stage, and then it's all dark, and the spotlight is like it looks like a laser pointer, like it's like so small. It's like it really looked
like the lighting up here.
Yeah, but worse. It looked like I was somebody's trying to assassinate me.
Oh my
It just
gosh.
was like a narrow light, and I was like, and so I kind of opened up. I was like, hey, everybody. And I just kept looking at the light, and I was like, great to be here. And my eyes just kept darting at this narrow light. And I finally had to say, can you guys even see me? What's going on up here? And they're like, yeah, we can see you. Some people yell out. And I'm like, okay, great. So then I just do my set, and then I see the pics, and only my like chin is lit up. It's the worst lighting.
So you can only see their chins, and they can only see yours.
Yeah, it's just chin lighting. So then I was like, I kind of was weird at the beginning because I was in my head about the light until I addressed it, and then I was normal. But I had to go up to them, and after I was giving them the balls, I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm sorry up top because I was nervous about the light, and then they got on stage and saw the light. They're like, oh, we see what you mean. But I just wish I walked out and crushed it right away.
But you knew people that had met you that you wanted to do well in front of were already in the audience.
Yeah, that's nervousness.
Yeah.
People that want to see you, and
right.
I'm fine performing in front of strangers.
Yeah,
but these are the fans.
Yeah.
They have an image of you listening to the podcast, so I don't want to like soil that. But they said I did great, but the lighting was weird.
Right.
You're looking at me like I didn't do good.
No, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Oh my God! Now I'm sweating. Okay, well that's what?
Nothing. Oh boy. All right.
Listening to you two speak to each other is making me nervous.
Oh my God!
This is a very triggering podcast.
I'm already nervous that because we don't usually have a guest. I'm like making sure that I have enough eye contact to both of you.
Yeah, this is hard because I have to swivel my chair to look at you.
Oh, so. What a hard life! What a fucking white guy.
So I'm gonna swivel over here.
Can I swear?
We could swear. Okay. We could be described as white guys. And
you still open for Brian, so I want to make sure your audience knows.
You can swear at me.
But, okay, but you can't. You don't. Steven's not condone this.
No, we usually record in my apartment, which I was nervous to have you at. So I because it's not
messy.
It's tiny. So we record on my bed. It's it's not really something you invite a third person to.
Right, yeah.
Even though last episode we had his dad laying in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, well,
his dad was playing canned laughter and sound effects for whatever we were talking about. The listeners loved it.
They loved it. They loved my dad playing. He played the whole scene of That's a Knife from Crocodile Dundee.
Amazing.
He held it up like John Cusack over his head like a boombox.
That's so awesome.
We referenced that in the last episode too.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. I forgot. So we've talked about how you also have anxiety.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I feel like you knew that already coming here. That's what we were going to talk about.
What?
I'm
I feel shanghaied.
You throw your headphones down.
I thought we were going to talk about art.
Sure.
Yes. No, the art of anxiety.
You can do both. Yeah.
Artxiety.
Artxiety. Yeah. I've just whatever made me anxious this week.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, oh gosh, what's a good example? Oh, here's a good example. One thing that makes me very nervous is like I don't like being in like a Lyft or an Uber for like more than like 15 minutes.
Really?
Like I like being I will do it if I'm with other people or like on surface streets and stuff in LA or New York because I'm like I could get out of here. This is fine. Right. But I don't like going on like a highway in a Lyft because I don't know this person and I'm in a car with a stranger and I think it's a little psycho that we are okay with this.
And they always want to talk to you. I'm like, focus, man. The speed limit's 75 miles an hour.
That's such a man thing to say. They always want to talk to you. And I basically got in an argument with my boyfriend for being a man. I was just like, you don't have to worry about this. You never have. You never will. And like, I was just like, taking like an hour Lyft ride from the airport when I get here like is very anxiety inducing for me, like to a point where I'm just like I can't. I don't do it in LA either because I live like an hour in traffic. I'm like an hour from the LA, like LAX. I'm like 10 minutes from the Burbank airport, so I try to fly out of that one because like 10 minutes is fine. But if I'm in a car with somebody for an hour, I get very nervous. I don't know them. I feel weirder if they're not talking to me. Like I always make polite conversation for the first 5 minutes, so like it humanizes me to them. So they're like, I can't kill you. They asked how my day was.
So you're afraid of being abducted?
Yes. What did you think I was afraid of? Being chatted up?
No. Yeah, the
God
the
damn it, you
chats.
white men.
No, I did not. I know exactly.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you were worried about them getting in a car accident on the highway.
No, I'm not. I was sure get in an accident.
She's worried about dying and it's not an accident.
Yes, I'm worried about dying on purpose. That's very funny.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
I thought you were afraid of
we
getting
have
in a car
different thoughts.
accident. No, I'm worried about getting in and on purpose.
I've been listening to a lot of true crime podcasts, and that highway in California is. I mean, I don't want to freak you out even more, but
No, it's true.
Knows about it.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
There's an I-5 killer. There's killers named after the highways.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay.
You think you're gonna know more about murder than me?
I don't mean to murder splain.
I know. Yeah, give me a fucking break. Are you serious? Oh my God. This is what happened with my boyfriend. No, so I was just in a lift, and he and when I get that anxious, like nobody can say anything right. Like nobody can do anything right. He's like, what can I do? Do you want me to call you? I'm just like, no, the music's too loud. It's too late. Like if I'm gonna die, I'll be dead. Like it's just. I'm like, I sent it to 3 other people. It's fine if I die. Someone will notice. Like just being such a nightmare. So yeah, that was probably the biggest thing this week that made me anxious. Also, I shot my Netflix special. But there was
Oh my God!
Yeah,
the Uber ride was
that happened. That happened Thursday.
The Uber ride to the airport was more stressful.
I know. I'm like, well, there's a lot of cameras. No one will kill me on camera.
Yeah,
this isn't Joker.
It's an hour on stage, not in the backseat of a Toyota.
Yeah. I could prepare for an hour special. I can't prepare for being murdered.
That's right.
Well, you could. You get a knife in your boot.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
well, I can't fly with a knife.
Oh, true. Right.
I don't even think you can put that in a checked bag.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah.
So
Gary,
can I put pepper spray in a checked bag?
I think you maybe.
I don't know. Unfortunately,
small.
I've been wanting to think of. I've tried to bring a baseball bat. You can't.
Oh, really? Not even if you check it?
I don't think so. I've heard other.
You must be able to if you check it. Because how do athletes travel then?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point.
If you check it, I bet it's fine.
Well, I've heard people that weren't athletes. They'd had a baseball bat taken. So I'm not sure.
Oh,
I've seen a guy fly with a gun.
Was
he a marshal?
No, he had like separate ammo boxes and gun boxes. But this was also, I think, before they really got strict. This might have been when I was a kid flying at Disney World.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Were there seatbelts on the plane?
Yeah, people were smoking.
Those propellers.
I think you were on a bus.
Greyhound, they give you
it was
a gun.
just really high and you were very young.
It's like, Mom, why isn't this bus flying?
Oh man. Do you think there's killers out there that get jealous that they got the bad highways?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm the Route 1 killer.
Route 1
There's just
killer.
an old Arby's here.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Yeah.
It takes a while to find the bodies because there's just garbage all over the road. All right. Sorry,
So you
guys.
shot. This is anxiety. And
I
you
shot my
your
Netflix special 6 days ago.
That's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I was really I'm not as nervous about it now because I've like seen the first cut and everything, so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So
Man, that was
leading
quick.
up to it, I was
that
nervous.
was a quick cut.
Well,
turnaround.
they were like, tell me which show you want us to take the most from, and I was like, just send me like a wide shot of both shows and I will go through with a fine-tooth comb and send you like time stamps of what I want.
that's
because
what I
I'm
would
a
do.
psycho.
I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
like,
want
I'm
them...
sorry I'm anxious, but this is easier,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
For you?
and the editors don't have comedic timing. Like
No.
they'll cut a setup, so it's not as there's no tension there, and the laugh. I've seen specials cut horribly, and they just ruin everything.
Yeah.
Right, and we'll see about that because I didn't see like different angles. They
Right.
just sent me like the wide shot of both shows.
Okay.
So, and it was like low res. So I'm like, I look pretty good blurred. So I'm like, can we just keep it like this, actually? Let's not see my lip sweat.
Hey, that's part of the experience.
Yeah.
Lip sweat.
Lip sweat.
Good title.
But yeah, so that was the thing I was anxious about for like, months beforehand.
Right, of course.
And now that it's done, I'm just like, okay. And now I'm anxious about it coming out. So it
never
never ends.
ends.
And not writing quick enough.
Right.
So
Man. See, when things like that are happening, what is your go-to conquering or go-to tricks for anxiety?
just for any type of anxiety.
Well, yeah, whatever your big go-tos.
My big go-tos are I put it on whoever I'm involved with romantically to fix it.
Oh my God, you sound like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Really? Is she anxious?
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Oh, well, there you go. That's on you, man.
I know. So I feel whoever your boyfriend's life is.
I mean, all of them. Let's have a moment of silence in the arms of an angel.
Just sad pictures of boyfriends on cell phones.
It shows like a montage, and it shows the dates
Yeah,
that you
seriously,
dated
that
them.
I dated them. They're in black and white.
I will remember you.
I know, seriously. God, I feel so bad. That's always the thing I remember about ex-boyfriends the most is I just think about all the times they like held me while I cried. I'm just like, oh man, well that was good. They lied to me, but they were there for that panic attack. And we'll always have that panic attack.
That's right.
Some people have Paris, we have panic. But yeah, I feel like that's probably an unhealthy coping mechanism I've had that I'm trying really hard to get over. Do you guys go to therapy and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually see the same therapist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it one of those therapists that sees a lot of comics?
No.
Oh, okay.
And she was today, or the last session, she was asking me a lot about comedy, which she never really does.
Oh,
and
that's
I was
cool.
like, oh, yeah, I'm glad you're interested. And she's like, yeah, I just saw The Joker. So
I'm
like,
So she's worried about you.
Yeah.
I was like, isn't that
Seriously.
a movie about a killer clown?
He's a comedian. He's trying to be a comedian.
That's what she said. But I'm like, this is a prequel to Batman? I haven't seen the movie. Steven saw it without me. So
I know. I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, you can't go alone.
Yeah, don't go.
You
Yeah.
look suspicious.
Go with me.
I know. I'm a quiet white guy.
Yeah.
They'll pat me down and
Hey, wait a minute. Are you an Uber driver?
Speaking of anxiety, I saw that movie. I was on the road in Phoenix, Arizona, and I went. It was like opening weekend, and I went to like a 1 p.m. showing because I'm like, nobody kills anyone at 1 p.m.
Right.
And it was a pretty full theater, and there were like several just like young white guys by themselves. There was one guy in the back corner, white guy with a backpack on his lap, just holding it. And I'm already like, this is making me nervous. And then there was another guy who was like another young white guy, backwards hat, which I'm like, I mean, I just don't like anything about that. And he was just standing in the back for a lot of the movie, like watching. And I'm like, I hope to God you have diarrhea and you're just like trying not to get up and disturb people. But he just was standing back there. And so I watched about half of it and then I just left because I was like, I
don't blame.
can't do it.
I wouldn't have been able to do it either.
that's like a 4D experience.
Seriously.
You get the creepo vision.
And like beforehand, all this stuff about it was just such a huge story that it was
Steven,
like
laugh.
I'm laughing. I'm listening to her laughing.
But you're holding back the laugh. It sounds like it just sounds like awkward.
So you left halfway.
I left halfway. And also that movie itself, like just going to see that alone when you're on the road is not the time to see something that dark.
True.
I'm like, this is so bleak. I feel like I'm watching a puppy get kicked. Like I'm rooting for him to kill people. Like this is insane. And so I walked out halfway through and then I got back to LA and I saw it with a friend of mine and like stayed the whole time and that felt better. But yeah.
I commend you because I have wanted to leave every time. Unfortunately, it's like that now.
Yeah.
You go to the movies and you look at the times and go, this probably is the safest, less amount of people. I do that. It's unfortunate
because shooters are like more bang for your buck
at
7 p.m. on
Yes.
Friday.
Yes,
It's hard to make a statement with
when it's a 3 p.m. showing.
Yeah.
and there's one guy in the theater by accident.
Yeah, but you left. I've never
just
done.
stay.
Yeah, and it's always just riding it the whole time.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. It's like I hate living in that space, and if it gets to a certain point, you're just like, this is just exhausting. Like when I started going to therapy in high school, I was like, I'm really depressed, I have depression. And she's like, yeah, she's like, you are. She's like, but your anxiety is the root of the problem. Like, you are so anxious that it is depressing you.
Right.
Like, you're getting yourself so worked up and, like, to a point where it's exhausting, and then you get sad, and then you're just, like, depleted.
Yeah, because that's the come down.
Yes.
The come down from being anxious is sad, and that happens,
they say
to both of us.
Same coin.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
that the common phrase?
Do you have that after, like, TV stuff? Like, after Colbert, where you just kind of like...
I went down for maybe 4 months or 5 months.
4 months?
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
well, because they don't air it right away. So,
so you're just waiting.
I mean, obviously we know. Super grateful for the opportunity.
Right, totally.
But when you got to wait 6 months and you don't know how it went, because I don't know about your experience with late nights, but I blacked out.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really remember.
Yeah.
And then, I'm bugging people that were there. Did I do well? Did I do well? And then you got to wait 6 months.
And you're losing all your friendships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's really damaging. That's when I went into therapy.
Yeah.
And I would go every week just going, it hasn't come out yet. And then that would be the whole hour. And
it took 4 months?
6.
It took a long time.
Gosh.
And then I was depressed after it came out because it's like, what now? So it was a longer, unfortunately, longer experience.
And we were waiting to debut the podcast we were going to try to because he was supposed to plug it on the Colbert.
They never plugged it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Stephen Colbert.
It's
betrayed us.
No, it's fine. It's whatever. I got to be on TV.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, I guess that's kind of the situation. But I got to see the cut of the special, but if I hadn't got to see it, I would have probably been like texting my buddy Dustin, who opened, like, it went fine, right? Like, it was okay. We're gonna have it fine. But and it was supposed to, like, they're gonna release it sooner than they were planning on it originally. So I kind of thought I was gonna have like 6 months to like write and like not think about it.
Right.
And now it's coming out a lot sooner. So now I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I just have to generate that much quicker, and I'm not going to be up to the task, and I'm not good, and everybody writes faster than me, and it's everything you do. You're just like, is this anything?
How much sooner is it coming out?
It's coming out like 3 months sooner than I thought it would have been. Man, so we'll see. I'm hesitant to say because maybe they'll change it on me. But,
right, of course.
Because I know John Christ was supposed to have one at the end of November.
Maybe they're moving stuff up.
And I think they
got
it.
pulled, yeah.
So you might have took his slot.
No, I didn't. No, it's not going to be that soon.
Oh,
no,
good.
she just taped it.
I
know, but she's saying they're already editing it.
Oh, no, it'll be in like a few months.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It'll still take a while. But like, whew, I mean, talk about anxiety. Yeah, I mean, that was your question, right? Oh, I was going to say, the come down off the TV stuff, my first Conan, I blacked out, and I couldn't remember how it went, and we watched it later, and I was like, okay, that went fine. And then the next one, I did The Tonight Show, and I was like very focused on enjoying it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, the last one I wasn't super nervous, but I was so nervous I blacked out because I had wanted to be on Conan for like my whole life.
Right.
And like The Tonight Show was amazing, but it wasn't like my childhood dream.
Okay.
In the same way.
Of course.
So
wow.
Once I did, like, I never even thought I could do The Tonight Show. Like, it didn't register to me as much. But like, when you grow up like watching those clips, like getting a clip on like the Laugh Factory channel was like in some ways more significant to me because that was what I watched when I was a kid.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like that's the stuff where you're like, this is the thing I was in college watching with headphones in class, and now I'm in the thing. And I didn't have the same thing with it. But yeah, after TV stuff, I typically crash pretty hard afterward. Or even like, and it's gotten better over the years, but even in the beginning, didn't you feel that way after like a big show? After you weren't going up every night?
Whenever I would leave Brian weekends, I would be depressed as all hell on the plane. Mm-hmm. Just like, well, this sucks. I suck.
Yeah.
It's over. I mean, I'm never gonna do something at school again.
God.
But it's, it is.
No, I get it.
It's a come down. But therapy, like you were mentioning, I'm assuming therapy is what showed me that. I just thought it was me. But yeah.
I'm learning this for the first time because I was talking to our therapist, about Saturday. I had like 5 shows back to back, and I was like running from which one, and then I told her like by the 5th show I was just like depressed. Yeah. She was like, okay, anyways, the Joker's great.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's the thing. Performers don't get it. Like, I mean, my therapist said, what did she say? Oh, she at one point, I came in, she's like, there are other performers with anxiety and depression. I was like, oh yeah, I know. And then she's like, but listen. And then she pulled out a list and she just goes, Mariah Carey.
My God.
Demi Lovato. Jim Carrey. Like, just going down all these, like, I don't know. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like, she just doesn't, I don't know. And she's told me she will not Google me. She's like, I know you're in the industry. I won't Google you. And, like, at first I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And now I'm like, could you please? Like, all I do is cry in front of you.
I want to be on your list.
Yeah, I would like you to know that I'm good at this. Like, I have to, like, keep dropping my credits. Where I'm like, it's, like, weird talking about, like, and I have to film this thing for Netflix. And she's just like, oh, that's exciting. I'm like, you don't seem excited. Like,
yeah,
that's hard to get. Like, do you get it? I don't know if you do.
They don't understand. Yeah. They feel the same way. That I'm like, they're like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, oh, I'm performing at a bar. That's fantastic. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But then I'll tell them like a good show, and they won't even the same reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like her breaking through my performer barrier a little bit to remind me
to be a
that.
Person?
Yeah. To remind me to be a person, basically.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that makes me a better performer in a way.
Well, I have a question. So, is it okay if I ask questions?
Please.
I don't want to.
No.
Whatever.
We love having you here.
But Steve and I were talking about him and his girlfriend and how you like kind of get it. And you're dating a comedian as well.
Yeah.
So does that help your anxiety having somebody who gets it, or does it make it worse because you're both just like? That's my impression of anxiety, show business anxiety.
She sounded just like you and your girlfriend.
That's a puppet show of us.
It's cool she put front socks out.
I feel like it's better because in past relationships, I would have the extra anxiety of going to a show or going on the road and being like, oh, my girlfriend's by herself. And now it's like I go on the road, I do shows. My girlfriend's also on the road doing shows, so it takes that off the table.
Yeah.
So it's just like another piece of my brain that I don't have to worry about,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel like that was like I had to worry about the show and then I had to worry about whatever she was doing, so like the guilt of leaving somebody to be by themselves while I'm having, I'm working, but it looks like I'm having fun.
Right.
I am having fun, but it is a job.
But it's a specific kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's not a relaxing fun.
No, it's not something to do to unwind. It's actually it's winding me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's better. And then, we talk about things, and I'll talk to my girlfriend about stuff that's bothering me in the industry or whatever, and she gets it because she's going through the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I feel like it is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot because, like, same thing, less guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've mentioned this to you. I'm a very guilty person, so if I can go do shows and all my worries are in the moment with me instead of back home, that's nice to not be pulled in different directions. And then it's the same thing for her, I'm sure. She doesn't have to. I think Caitlin hasn't really dated comedians before me, and I think
you think?
I think there was one, but it wasn't as long.
Oh, okay.
So this is the most serious comedian she's ever
If
dated.
I date a comedian, I'm like, who have you touched in this business?
True.
Like, I'm like, I have to know everybody.
We did that.
Okay.
That was the first day.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
Oh my
God, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't want to be in a green room.
No, I know.
And find out.
Oh, trust me. I'm glad we did it.
I'd rather live in the denial world.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Oh,
I haven't asked her. I don't want to think differently based on the sense of humor.
Let's just. I mean, if
Your
she doesn't
anxiety
want
won't create stories.
I know. I can block that out. Just live in this paradise of ignorance.
I don't think your anxiety is that bad. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
No, I think if I found out and it was somebody weird
I've
relationship.
noticed you don't have relationship anxiety like I do. You're pretty good.
Are you afraid of being left?
No, I'm pretty confident in that, but I am.
God, what's
that he's
that
going to
like?
get me left.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident I'll be left.
I've been in relationships where I have been confident. I mean, anxious that she's going to leave me, but then I just don't seek those out anymore. I seek out a relationship where I'm not like struggling. I just watched Saturday.
Safe.
Have you guys seen Saturday Night Fever?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Okay, well,
If,
all right.
if you just described a dancing scene, I'm going to lose it.
No, that's what I thought. I put it on like as a date night,
Yeah.
and I thought it'd be just dancing and fun, but it's like a deep story where one girl likes him, but he likes somebody else who just moved to Manhattan and looks down on him because he lives in Bay Ridge, and I've been in those relationships where I like reach up and this girl doesn't respect me, but I'm kind of into that, I guess, and then it doesn't work out. Of course it doesn't work out. This person doesn't respect me at all. I'm not going to earn this respect because I'm just a sniveling person that they could continually look down. You know, like could they continually rise up, and whatever levels I rise up, they're still going to be above me, you know?
Right.
They're not going to... I mean, whatever. You guys got to see the movie, but... Yeah, but that used to be a thing in my earlier life where I would do that. Now I'm just like, oh my god, if I feel like I'm on edge that this person's going to leave me in the first month, then I just won't pursue it.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I feel that way no matter what. Literally no matter what. I've been doing a joke about this on stage. Because I told my therapist, I was like, I don't know, I'm dating this guy and he keeps calling me beautiful, and I'm like, I don't trust it. And I was like, when men do that, I just feel like it's like they're doing like a move, and it's like a thing. And she goes, I think a lot of women would enjoy hearing that from their partners. And I was like, okay, well, clearly neither of us are doing very well romantically. Like, we have different issues here. But I really do, like, if you like me,
she puts her boyfriend on speakerphone.
Seriously,
hear this?
I'm pretty like this regardless, because if like the last guy I dated at the beginning wasn't like he was like into me, but he wasn't like overly like, you know, whatever. Right. And I was just like, because he was just more of a reserved person, and I kept trying to break up with him because I was just like, we should just be friends. Like, you're just not that into it. And he's like, no, I really like you. I was like, okay, I just don't, you know. But then when guys are like really like, no, I'm really whatever. Like, if they're just very, I'm like, you would do this to everyone. Like, there's like no winning. I'm just like, if you think you feel this way about me, you feel this way about anybody, and it doesn't matter if they say otherwise, or, you know, I really just like, I think it's just a deeply anxious, insecure part of me that probably on some level is like, it just doesn't, and it's weird because I think I'm pretty awesome. Yeah. Like, logically though, right. Like you know you're awesome, but emotionally you're like, I am 12 and ugly.
What did you know? Were you like bullied at a young age or something?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like cute. I mean, my parents were straight up like, you're not that cute. Like,
oh my God.
Dad. Okay, well, this explains it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, once I told my dad that I felt like ugly or something. I was like a teenager, and he was just like, look, you know, I'm not like super good looking, but I take care of myself and I dress well and I look pretty good. Like, he basically was just like, do what you can.
He basically was like, I'm a man.
Yes.
That's what men do.
Yeah. But he also, like, I don't know, he said this to me. I'm doing a joke about this too, but he said, I was home recently and he just turned to me and he's like, so did you ever think you'd look like this? And I was like, what?
What does that mean?
Like, I was ugly as a kid and now I'm better looking. And he's just like, isn't that right? And I was like, yeah, I get it. I was uncomfortable in high school. And he was like, I know you were.
What is going on with this guy?
And then he's like, why do you go to therapy?
I know, seriously. Yeah, I just, I think you kind of always just feel how you felt when you were 12.
That's crazy. When I was 12, I felt like I wasn't attractive, but my mom was like, you're a beautiful boy. And I was like, you're just saying that. You would say that to any son.
That's basically what she said about
I know.
Yeah. That's how I feel about dudes now.
You're just saying that because you're my mom.
I'm like, you're just saying that because I'm a woman near you.
It's funny all. Caitlin doesn't like how nice I am.
Caitlin is your girlfriend.
Yeah, she knows.
No, but the people listening don't know.
They know that.
No,
I say
they
her
don't.
name every episode.
I know, but what if this is the first episode because they're listening because Taylor's on?
Oh, that's true. I'm dating a comedian named Kaylin, and she is very similar to you. Like, she doesn't trust the niceness.
Really?
Yeah.
So even now?
Now, I think she does.
But at first, she was kind of like...
we've been together over a year, and she just let the guard down.
Really?
I think. Oh, yeah.
But in the beginning, was she like, this is just what you say?
No, she would just bully me, like, jokingly back.
Oh, really?
But now she's nice back. Like, it's
stupid that you're being nice to me?
Yeah. She'd pick on me, like, call me a dork and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of different. I'm more like, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, you're not like you're a piece of shit, but I'm like, you're a scumbag, and I know what this is. They're like, I just like you. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
The image of your boyfriend dissolves into your dad.
Yeah, kind of. A little bit. The two guys that I have thought I was, like, going to end up with, like, that I thought I was going to marry, were more like we're more withholding in certain ways, and I think there's probably something to that. Whereas like when guys are really like, you know, overly affectionate, I'm kind of like, all right, well, this is temporary, you know? And because I'm just like, I don't trust how intimate you are. It's going to fade. Like, this isn't real. But if it feels like I have to earn it in some way, or that it's not given very easily, then I'm like, okay, maybe this is legit, because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't given with the unconditional love that a parent should give.
Oh, okay. So it's like you had to work. So it's like if something's given to you, you don't respect it. But if you work for it,
yeah, maybe.
You're happy.
Well,
like
makes
if you
sense.
save,
That fits your
like if
your
you
life.
save, like
Yeah.
if you save to buy a bike, you're like cherish that bike and oil it and stuff.
Yeah, but if a bike hits on you, you know,
but if a bike is just free, you're like, look at this free ass bike.
Yeah, this is.
Doesn't matter how nice the bike is. You're just like, I don't know.
you're just hiding your chain.
Yeah. I'm like, this bike is stolen. This is someone else's bike.
Yeah, I'm on surveillance here. This is a trap.
Oh man, how are we doing on?
We're good.
wanna
unless
get
you, yeah, let's do it.
So we usually get listener topics.
But I want to talk about. We didn't talk about what made you anxious today, right?
We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got?
All right. Well, Caitlin, if you're listening, you're not allowed to go any further.
Oh my God! This is the juicy stuff.
Shit.
This is.
She's definitely gonna keep listening.
I know, but it's about her birthday present, so she can't. All right.
Caitlin, do it. Get off.
All
Get
right.
off the podcast.
So I think I nailed the birthday. I'm very anxious when it comes to gift giving because not for the. This is all going to sound self-serving. I love when you nail it, like when you're like, this is the gift.
It's so great.
It's a great.
I love
feeling.
not being told what to get. I
want to do it the right way. I don't want any hints. I think I can do it because I listen. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's part of it. Yeah,
it's fun. But she's a kind of person that is very vocal about what she wants and also buys what she wants.
Right.
So it's hard. I've never had to deal with that and combat that. So she talks so much that her phone is getting pushed ads on the gift I'm going to get her.
Oh, my God.
And I'm worried she's going to buy it because now I'm talking like every time she's on her phone, I see ads for this thing. And I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want her, in case she is still listening. But now she'll know.
A Google Home?
It's a cell phone. She's using mine. So she showed, like the other day, she's like, see, look at this. And then I talk about it so much, it's on my phone. And I had to hide my face because I was looking at the gift I'm buying.
Yeah, because it knows that you're searching on Amazon and stuff.
No, but it's her phone. It's not my phone.
Oh, I see.
So now I felt like I'm worried that because she bought the shoes I was going to buy her. So now I'm worried that she's going to end up buying this thing I'm going to buy her. So I took her phone and I deleted the pushed ads. And I'm worried that she's going to notice. I'm worried she's going to guess the gift before I give it to her, and it's not going to work.
When is her birthday?
January 7th.
Oh, my gosh. You got to watch. What? Just give it to her now.
I know. I think I might.
This is a long way away.
You're such a good boyfriend. Oh, my gosh.
Well, that's why. Yeah, I didn't want it to come off like that's what I was.
No, that's what it is. It's come off like the truth. 2 months in advance? Crushing it. I see why she teases you.
Yeah,
you are a dork.
Man,
Christmas is even on my radar. I'm not even thinking about Christmas gifts.
Well, we don't do Christmas because her birthday is I don't know if you guys neither of you are close to Christmas birthdays.
Yeah, right? My birthday was last week.
Oh, happy birthday.
November 4th.
Oh, happy birthday. That's
so,
a good Netflix birthday present.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And nobody gets you anything. They're like, no, you got a special.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what happened.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's what I'm worried. Nobody gets her anything because it's so close to Christmas. So I like doing the birthday instead of Christmas. Mm-hmm. But I'm worried that Instagram's going to
I don't get these. What's a pushed ad?
You know how your phones listen to you?
Yeah.
So, like, your phones are listening to you. She talks about this thing so much that she's getting ads for it.
But what is a pushed ad? Like, it just pops up, like...
Yeah, it's like when you're scrolling.
Oh, okay.
On Instagram or Facebook.
Oh, I see. It's embedded.
Yeah, so, like, I'm not going to go through her phone and, like, block all these things. Yeah. But I'm worried she's just going to be on the road one day, see it, and go, I'm going to get one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm worried.
Oh, man. I want to ask after we're done what it is.
I actually want to ask you about it. So,
okay.
Did you buy it yet?
No, because I want to nail it, and I think I got it, but I don't know. I didn't get it yet.
That's so sweet.
I love that. I'm very nervous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
That is
nervous too.
anxiety-inducing.
And then I messaged her sisters behind her back to make sure it's good. But now I'm worried.
I'm gonna start crying.
Oh no, this is
That's
not
so
this is
good.
not the point.
Steven,
I'm all
this
nervous.
is
so good.
Steven, I had no idea. This is this is unbelievable. I would
Yeah.
never.
By the way, it's just like a Beanie Baby, but I couldn't think of anything cheap.
That's all it was. That's
it's
so
a,
fun.
it's a Happy Meal toy.
Does she like?
It's a Slinky.
Yeah, seriously, a Slinky. Do you guys remember Etch a Sketch?
I want to
that?
get her a staircase.
Oh, you know what the worst is when you get somebody a present and they don't like it. And
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell that they don't like it, but they're being nice.
Yes.
Like my heart just breaks.
That's
I'm like,
the whole. I think that's the whole reason, other than obviously the delightfulness of when you nail it. That's my biggest fear. Is that
That's why I think you should. If you've nailed it, you should just give it to her now. Like
Yeah.
I will do that if friends of mine or my sisters or someone, if something comes up that they want or need, I'm just like, Christmas is in a month. Christmas.
Yeah.
Like your birthday is in a month. Birthday. Like it's done. We're
But
done.
I feel like I'm worried that will come off I don't want her to think it's an inconvenience.
she would not care.
no,
I know her.
it sounds like you just are really on top of it.
I'm
I
so
mean,
nervous.
mine does sound like an inconvenience, and it is. I don't want to go shopping, so if something pops up, I'm just like, here. I have that. Like my
Okay.
sister's car got towed, and it was like expensive, and I was
Oh.
just like, I'm gonna Venmo you, and this is your birthday and Christmas,
that's
and
nice.
we're done.
Wow.
So easy.
What was the emoji you used?
I
birthday
think
present.
a car, a
Oh.
little car birthday present. That's
Middle
fine.
finger.
Yeah. Ooh, I have another anxiety question.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have a lot of death anxiety?
Yeah. Well, what's
Are you afraid
specific?
of dying?
I less and less.
Less and less.
I've been doing TM.
Oh, and that helps.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
you just started that
I'm telling you, man, it's changing
already.
Really?
Oh, I feel great.
Why does it help with the death stuff? You just feel more present?
I'm right here, and
Wow.
that's it. Yeah.
Wow. So I talked to my mom. She's also a therapist, and I told her that you did TM, and she just says that's a scam. I was like, what?
Wow.
I was like, no. Steven says it works. No, they just take your money. And then she told me to get an app to.
Do you mean the ones that you pay?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Shout out to my mom. She listens, but
Hi,
Steven,
Deborah.
I just want to give the other side of the coin.
No, that's fair.
Apparently, she thinks
No,
it's BS.
your mom's an idiot. No, I'm joking. Everything's fine.
Deborah.
Deborah, it's fine. We love you. Yeah, no, do you have to take the class for
Yeah.
TM because you need a mantra and
You need it's personal mantra. You can't say out loud.
So that's why my
why
mom.
can't you do that on your own?
That's
Or
why-
someone gives it to you.
That's
Yes,
my mom's.
they gotta be certified.
That's my mom's perspective. Like,
I agree.
They have to be
yeah.
certified.
That's what it,
I'm with Deborah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no,
That's
I-
all it is. They have to be certified.
I agree, but like I don't know
And-
anybody.
in
For
mantronomics.
me, I didn't know any.
Are they just words or are they
Let me see your
noises?
mantra license.
Yeah.
It's noise based.
Oh, it's noise based. Okay, so you're just thinking noises while you're doing. Well, yeah, that's okay. I probably couldn't come up with a noise that wouldn't make me laugh.
Right, and there's
Oh yeah.
It's just
So-
all fart
My,
noise.
Yeah, I was
mine's
thinking
actually
that
is a
too.
whoopee cushion. Yeah. It's a slide whistle. I have it in my. I just, yeah, I like it because I think the reason I worry less about death is just I'm more focused on being in the moment because that's what all of our anxiety is we're in the future.
Yeah.
But if it's a moment where I like the movie theater, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm in a movie theater, every time I'm on a plane.
Because
So-
you are present.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mine is situation based too. Like I was on a plane with a lot of turbulence, and I was like, "Oh my god, if I die, what's going to happen?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a will.
That's the first thing you think of.
And then I read about,
Yeah. Everyone's calling their loved one. You're calling your lawyer.
yeah, excuse me, the Xbox has to go to my brother.
I mean, my anxiety is definitely situation based too. It's whenever
Right.
I'm like awake. So I feel like because when I'm
You're-
asleep, I'm like, no, that's not true. I have
Yeah.
nightmares. I take an edible every night because I was having horrible nightmares.
Is
where,
it helping?
like- yeah, totally. Apparently, THC inhibits dreaming.
Oh,
Ooh.
well,
Yeah,
I was going to talk about intermittent fasting. That's not good for that.
it's not good for that.
Intermittent fasting because you're not supposed to eat before you go to sleep.
Right, but does intermittent fasting you eat before you go to sleep?
No, you can't
don't.
eat before you go to
That
sleep.
helps with not dreaming. if you eat before you go to sleep, that'll make you dream too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh.
No, you're saying the same thing.
yeah, you're taking an edible right before you go to sleep.
Oh yeah, but it's an edible. It's not like a whole meal.
Yeah, but it's still
It's
food.
a tiny. It's literally like that.
But is it a gummy?
It's like a little. I do a little chocolate covered blueberry
Yeah,
Ooh.
or a gummy.
I think that can mess up the fast.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
like,
well, sorry,
I'm talking. Well,
Well, she's going to sleep.
yeah,
She's not gonna eat in her sleep.
no, but
there's
she's
magic.
eating.
But there's magic in it that makes me not dream.
True. So
It's
it doesn't.
great.
If it helps with your dreaming, that's great.
I read the intermittent fasting rules, and it's okay. Magic's allowed.
You can eat a little bit of magic.
The sorcery is allowed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've been doing it, and it's been creating anxiety because I have to eat at like 6. I can't eat before I go to sleep, but it does help my mental health, I feel like.
Yeah.
Really?
Like it's supposed to be like when you eat, your insulin levels rise, and that causes like all these hormones and stuff. And if you stop eating, the insulin levels go down, and your body like flushes out a lot of hormones that cause you to. It sounds like magic and pseudoscience, but
Sounds
it's
like
real.
a scam.
Yeah.
It sounds like a scam.
Let's go to the phones, Deborah. What have you got?
She's like, wait, I thought TM was intermittent fasting.
But I was like, apparently you can't have breath mints or anything after 6, so that's bad.
Oh,
for you.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's that strict, then yeah, edibles are on that list for
yeah.
sure.
So maybe there's some kind of pill form you can take, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you could just do a CBD pill. I mean, do you have nightmares? Is that what you're worried about?
They're going away now with the fasting.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you were eating too close to bed.
I
and
was. I would like
Yeah.
eat a big meal, fall asleep with the wrappers on me.
I mean, yeah, that'll make you have
His
nightmares.
pillow's a pizza box.
There's like crumbs everywhere. I'm having a dream that ants are under me. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had nightmares no matter what. Like
Oh,
if I
wow.
ate, if I didn't, like it was really bad. So, and it was getting
Man.
to a point where I was having them on the road and I would wake up. I would have like really vivid nightmares. I would like lucid dream, but I couldn't wake up.
oh my god.
Yeah, it was really scary. Where I like knew I was dreaming, but I couldn't make myself wake up, and so I was like, well, this is still gonna hurt. Like
Wow.
That sounds like a Black Mirror.
it is like a Black Mirror. It was really bad. And then I'd wake up in a hotel room that I just had a nightmare about, and I would feel like I was still dreaming, and then I like wouldn't know if I was or what to do, and I
Oh
just
my
like
God.
wake up crying. It was bad. It
And
was
you're by
really bad.
yourself.
Man.
too.
And you're by yourself, and then you like call your boyfriend at the time, and you're just like, I'm annoying you. And they're just like,
and he's like,
and
"Well,
then-
you're beautiful." You're like, "No, I'm not."
And now I'm like, this is a dream.
then you hang up angrily.
I knew it. Yeah, it was so bad, but I stopped taking the edibles. I was like, I didn't want to be someone who had to take weed every night to sleep
Right.
because I just, I was in my own head. So I'm like, I'll just get like a prescription for something. So then I like tried these pills, and then they like made me pass out. And so I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this. And now I'm just like, I just take an edible every night to sleep, and it's fine. And it helps so much, and it keeps me asleep too, because I had a lot of trouble. Like I would wake up throughout the night. Like from the time when I was a kid, I had really bad insomnia.
Wow,
Man.
And stuff.
How long have you been doing that?
The weed thing?
Yeah.
I started taking them like kind of, sporadically, maybe like 3 years ago. Yeah, like 3 years ago. And then just in like this last year has been like every night, like no exceptions.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. You found a way to overcome.
Yeah, I
your
think
problems.
like
Yeah.
the whole all three of those things we just mentioned might not work for somebody else, but they're currently
Yes.
working for us. And I
Right.
think that's
We
what
all have our
anybody's-
own things right now.
Yeah,
I got
that's
the
pretty
fast
cool.
thing. You got
Yeah.
the whatever your
The
TM.
Yeah,
the-
Scam?
the telemarketer. That's why it's TM. Oh.
So many people do TM though and like swear by it.
Yeah, I mean, I have some friends that do it. Seinfeld's the only one like famous I know that does it that I can think of offhand. But like, I don't know. I like it. It works for me, and meditation is like it's shown helps anxiety.
Is it
So
better than regular meditation?
I like it. It's twice a day too. So
Oh, okay.
I like
For how
that part
long?
too. 20 minutes.
That's a lot.
and
You
you
think,
have, and there
you think,
and
but
there's
it's easy to fit it in.
and
it
there's
really is.
there's rules to it, right? You can't eat coffee or breakfast or something.
I never eat my coffee.
Oh, you never freeze it and eat it like a snow cone?
Yeah, You can't. You don't do it on a full stomach and all that. It's very, it's like a medical thing. You just you work around it. But I swear by it. I think it's great.
Wow.
So give me your money, everybody.
Yeah.
You could just start your satellite.
You want a noise to think about for 20 minutes.
Bling, bling. All right. Cha-ching. That's everybody's noise.
Everybody's mantra. That's funny.
Sound the cash register makes when the numbers come up.
Should we get into topics?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Let's do topic. All right.
Looked at my phone like I had something. I don't.
Yeah. Okay. We've got a lot of topics, so we'll get as many as we can in the amount of time. Just keep.
Yeah. So if we don't get into yours, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna also record on Tuesday.
We're gonna have
or Monday.
Yeah, because I'll be gone.
Yeah. So we're gonna we'll get to them on the next week.
All right. So at the Bossy Mayor tweeted, "Chronic heartburn is driving me nuts." Right now,
and that's it.
Boo!
Wow, we're
Next.
dealing.
I'm gonna rate everybody's anxieties. By the way,
these listeners are anxious, so
Yeah.
it took a lot to tweet this.
take
at
a
us.
Tums.
and that's one of the things that I brought up in the past episodes.
And I brought up too.
Yeah, because you get it right here. You think it's for me. I think it's a heart attack, or I think it's worse than heartburn. And I went to the doctors to think, and it's just heartburn. But it's like,
What does it feel like?
I don't know, like
It does feel like burning.
I mean,
It
it
feels
does
like
feel like
burning.
burning, but
Yeah.
it feels like when it's that in your chest and it doesn't go away. I'm like, all right, I ate a while ago.
Yeah.
Why is this still here? Is this it? And I'm like, maybe.
Oh my God, you're looking at your tombstone in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have.
And it's a pizza box.
I don't have hypochondria. I don't think, but I do. Like that kind of stuff. I'll leap to the end.
Oh, absolutely. I was
Yeah.
having chest pain because of certain I was like reacting to certain medications I was on, and they kept going, "It's probably heartburn," and I'm like, "It's not." Like on days I hadn't eaten anything, it was just like this pressure, and I'm like, "It's not burning. It's like it's different.
pressure. Yeah.
It's like someone's standing on my chest, and it is like deep pain. It's not a burning. It's like different." And they were just like, we don't know. I'm like, okay. So I'm like taking Tums and stuff, and then like finally I got like an EKG, and they're like, oh, something's weird. Like, you know.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
something weird.
It was I had like a conduction block or something, and then I stopped taking Prozac, and it was fine.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
for whatever
Wow.
reason,
Dude,
Yeah.
Bossy Mayor.
Yeah.
Get an EKG.
If you take,
Oh, I'm sorry. That made that so much worse. I'm so sorry. Just take some Tums; it'll be fine.
Take some Tums. Go to the doctor and
Go to the doctor if it doesn't go away.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Like Viagra.
Oh,
Okay.
this next one is from Rick Rogers.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just a sound effect. Shopping for the holidays, driving around during the holidays with so many out of town people on the road, waiting to hear from your son after his shows.
Oh,
Jeez.
My
Come
God.
on, Dad.
adorable that you read it.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
didn't
just
know. I didn't know
that
it
was a reveal
coming.
for you? You
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't know that was coming.
know? My God, his ghost haunts us.
Yeah. Well, I'll say as far as the son thing, maybe he's got another show right after, or
And you do call him a lot.
I do. I always send him the tapes and stuff.
Aw.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nice.
And if he doesn't get a tape from me, it's because I bombed. So
Aw. Being a clean comedian seems so nice. Parents are proud of you. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. But then no other crowd likes me.
That's untrue.
My parents are anxious to call me. They're like, "Oh, you're always busy, and we don't want to bother you." I'm like,
Parents
well,
sound like losers.
Deborah, get some self-confidence.
Come on, Deborah, you're great. So is Andy.
But I guess Rick is the same way. He's waiting for you to call. He doesn't call.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to. That's the thing. My parents don't want to interrupt a show, and then during the day they're busy, and I'm not. So I don't know. Do you have that? Do you have guilt with parents? Like, no?
No, they don't call me enough.
Well, you got to
it.
call them. That's what it is.
I do, but then it's like, all right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have that with them. I mean, every once in a while they'll call, and if I don't answer, they're like, "You're probably on a plane." Like, that's all. And I'm like, yeah,
I love
probably
it.
was.
But you don't call them once a week?
No. There was a time I did, and then I was like, I'm pulling all the weight here. And now I don't do it as much.
Yeah, but I think that's because they're worried they're bothering you. Or at least that's what my parents are like.
My parents aren't like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents aren't worried about bothering me.
God. They're
not.
What is going on?
I think they're just busy. And
Yeah.
So when they think about it, they will. But, yeah.
My dad. My dad just tweeted to jab at me. So
I know that's huge.
You can't escape him.
No, I don't want to, but he's great. But I'll call you Dad. All right. I mean, if you're listening to this, just
Oh my God.
I'll call you.
What a weird topic.
Yeah, so weird. It's fitting. He's just as uncomfortable as I am.
Okay, the next one.
All right. This is from Brianda, who we did her podcast. My IUD was supposed to be out this month, but I ain't got money for that. So I'm trying to see what happens if I extend its lease another year. That's great.
So she just leaves it in?
Is that?
I don't know. I don't know if is that okay?
Sorry,
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm asking you guys.
No, we both immediately looked at you. I don't mean that.
Yeah, sorry
I don't
to look
have
at you.
one, so I don't know. I feel like if like something, I'll put it this way: if a yogurt is expired, I'm not gonna take a chance.
Yeah, really.
You're not gonna keep it in your fridge for another year.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's like close to the expiration, I won't even eat it.
Yeah, that's why I would be nervous.
For yogurt. It's all bacteria in there.
Right
yeah,
to the
seriously.
yogurt.
Yogurt's the perfect example.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so a whole year
Yeah.
to leave this expired device, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, I hope. Oh,
And Saturday Night Fever.
I mean, I would.
one of the characters.
If you're
gets
gonna leave
pregnant
it
by
in
accident.
there, I don't know. I wouldn't. I would. You have to pay to get it taken out.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought
It must be. It's so.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe do whatever all those guys do in action movies where they go to the vet when they don't want to report a gunshot wound. The vet.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, in every action movie, there's always like the guy wakes up and he's like somebody's taking a bullet out of him, and he's like, "Where am I?" And then all of a sudden it pans out and there's dogs everywhere.
What movie are you thinking of?
Oh, every action movie.
I can't
swear
think
to
of
God.
any.
Oh God, I'm telling you, you're gonna watch an
Tell
action
one.
movie.
Say one.
I can't think of one. Right?
Okay, but it's every action movie.
I think that was a lucid dream.
No. I gotta take edibles. Somebody tweet at me. I swear.
Maybe she could tie it to a doorknob and close it. Is that gross?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, Andrew. Do you think it's gross? We had to use yogurt to get away from what it really was.
It was a clear joke.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Being a woman's terrible.
Yeah,
I know. I
didn't-
feel for you.
I'm so sorry, Brianda. I don't know. I mean, do a Kickstarter.
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah.
I don't know what to. That's
She has a podcast, so she could do a Patreon.
Yeah.
Uterustron.
I know. I'm like. Anyway, keep going. I'm gonna Google.
You're gonna
that.
Google that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get back to you,
Expired
Brianda.
IUDs.
Oh, also we didn't get to do driving around.
Oh, we'll save that one for Tuesday.
Okay. When you're next in line to pay and your significant other says, "I'll be right back."
Who's that from?
The podcast.
Oh man.
That doesn't sound like your significant other.
Oh, really?
I mean, if they're like, "Well, I'll be right back," what is that?
Yeah, that's true. They choose not to
wait,
go to the
wait.
bathroom.
If before you get the check.
It says in line.
Like at the
Oh.
grocery store.
Maybe
probably.
the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah, that I feel.
Who goes to the bathroom at the grocery store
No, they probably.
Somebody
that doesn't want to pay?
Yeah.
They can't hold it, I think.
Yeah.
You'd think you would be ready
Unless
for
they're
that.
at Whole Foods.
Maybe the line
Yeah.
is really long at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's
So you didn't
true.
have to go at the beginning, and now you get to the register. You're like, oh my god.
Maybe it was the guy with the backwards cap standing in the back of the Joker.
Yeah, seriously.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
No, when I was a kid, I would go with my dad to the grocery store, and we would wait in line, and he'd be like, "Oh my god, I forgot milk," and then he would just leave, and I'd be in line with all the groceries, and I'd be like 12, and I'm like, I don't have any money. How am I going to pay for these?
My dad would do that all the time.
And I'm just like
Terrifying.
sweating, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, and then it gets to the point where I'm next. I got to load these up, so I'm loading them up really slow.
You look like Kevin McAllister.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've never bought groceries. And then at the last, they scan the last apple, and my dad will be there. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Okay, wait. I have an update on the
Oh,
IUD
the
thing.
IUD.
I just Googled it. It says what happens if you leave your IUD in longer than 5 years, and it says if your IUD is left in your uterus past the expiration date, uterus is where they put the IUD. It's where it's where the babies go. The most serious danger would be infection.
That's in the hand, right?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
could be infection, and serious infections can cause infertility. The other risk is
Oh
that
my
an
God.
expired IUD will not be an effective birth control method.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I didn't even think about the
Affecting, future pregnancies.
or
I was thinking about that.
Infect. Oh,
There's
That's
a
the
lot
same thing we're saying.
We're
We're
yeah.
saying the same thing as that you're trying to gear up for.
What?
You are winding up to say the same thing that we said.
Which is what?
That it affects pregnancy.
No, that it would infect her uterus and it would be like a terminal illness.
Oh, it didn't say that.
No.
Oh.
It just said an infection.
Yeah,
then maybe it could cause infertility. It's not going to kill you.
Well, isn't infection bad? But
it is, but I mean, it didn't say like you're going to die. But I don't know. I guess if any infection's bad enough, maybe if you leave your IUD in and go to the jungle or something for another 5 years.
They need to develop malaria?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm sure I don't know why I just Googled it. I'm sure she's Googled it.
I'm sure it's like not even worth anything. Like get that out of there.
Yeah, get it out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My God.
And if somebody's seen an action movie with the vet thing, I'm still in my head. Please.
Well, there was the Better Call Saul where they would
they would go to the vet.
They would get the vet to get the assignments. Like the bodyguard would go to the vet to get, and it was Joe DeRosa played the vet.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
But he didn't work on any people though.
We'll go to one more topic. My boyfriend, my anxiety always says something is wrong with my relationship.
Ooh.
There you go.
What up?
Who is that from?
That was from Mariana, Mindful Mary.
Oh.
Yeah. Dude, be careful, because then you become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And
yes.
there is something wrong with it.
What you said.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not a turn-on to hear, are you going to leave me? A lot.
It is for me. I like it. I really like it.
You hear that, guys?
I don't like it. I don't like it when guys are like too secure. Like I don't want you to be like, obviously you should be secure, but like I don't know. I dated a guy who just was like not really worried about me cheating on him or anything. And I'm just like, why aren't you worried about like me dying or leaving you or cheating on you? Like why aren't you worried about it? And he's like, oh, because then it would just be over. Like he was just very like matter of fact. Where he's like,
wow.
I mean, like
he had the binary approach.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that would suck, but it would just be over. Like we just wouldn't be together anymore. And I'm just like, oh, okay, like cool, like.
Yeah, but you would have to tell him
as he's driving the Uber.
Yeah.
Which highway do we want to take?
So I don't know, but maybe that was just like somebody who hadn't given it a lot of thought, and just
or maybe it was somebody who trusted you a lot because if you cheated on him,
I know, but
the worry is that you wouldn't be told.
But then when people don't don't worry about me cheating on them at all, it's like that's insulting. Like I'm a touring comedian.
That's right. You're in a hotel every weekend.
Yeah, and I'm cute. Like
you're selling condoms.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I'm just giving them away. But that doesn't help. That doesn't help the situation. Yeah, I used to be like that when I was younger, where like if guys trusted me too much, I was kind of like. If I were prettier, you wouldn't. Like, it was just so stupid. It was like the dumbest thing ever. But I am really like, I'm just not the type of person who, I don't like casual sex or anything because I'm too anxious. So, of course, I'm not going to cheat on you with like some,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Road freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going
to. at a show in the Funny Bone.
Yeah. I'm not going to cheat on you.
His stage name is Road Freak.
Seriously. I might fall in love with someone else. That would suck for you. But
yes.
I'm not going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just on a whim.
Yeah. Oh,
man.
Wow.
This was great. I think we got.
I
think we hit our time, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So if we haven't covered yours, we're going to get
it on
next week.
To everybody else. And I know I don't want to keep you either. So
you're fine. I'm good.
I
know. I'm sorry. That was terrible timing.
Into the
no, that was
I'm
actually
totally good.
That's pretty funny timing. But yeah,
being cold makes me tired. It's exhausting. Living here is exhausting. I bet it's so cold.
Yeah, I think the winters are brutal.
It just got cold like this week.
Yeah.
So you came at the worst time.
I brought in the cold front, like the Wicked Witch of the West Coast.
But that's what our therapist I went to. I was like, I want to get ready for the winter. I want to get ready for the winter to survive it mentally.
Ooh.
And they say have a goal. We talked about this. Have a goal for the end of the winter that you work through the entire winter for.
Yes.
So that when you come out of it, you're like, not only have I reached the finish line grabbing my goal, but I now in front of me is good weather.
So what's your goal? Can you not tell us? Is it just a noise?
He had to pay $400 to get his goal.
It's the sound of a cheese grater.
Was that a callback from the last episode?
Maybe. I don't know. It was?
Because we said our therapist's noise machine sounded like a cheese grater.
Oh, it does, yeah. I'm working on another hopeful potential late night. So,
great.
Yeah, so I can get depressed again.
Yeah, just in time for the sun to come out.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's the hope.
And you can work on your new hour.
Yep. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, come to the cold.
I know. Oh my gosh, it is so cold out here. I mean, I really haven't spent like a winter out here.
Oh,
and it's terrifying to me.
It's really. I mean,
dude,
it's not different.
My first winter in New York, I had to sell tickets outside. So this anything is way better than that.
Yeah.
Like I had to do it during a polar vortex, and like people are dropping dead. Free comedy show, everybody.
You're like, can I burn this?
So now it's like. That was years ago. Now I feel like, oh, okay, at least I'm not outside talking to strangers.
The rudeness, the bluntness of the people and the speed in which they're moving doesn't change. I don't think anything really changes except it's
freezing.
Horrible.
Oh, I'm not worried. I don't mind like people being blunt or fast.
Yeah.
Those are nice things. I like those things about it. But I just I'm like, if you can't walk around comfortably, then what's the appeal?
The buildings create a horrible wind tunnel. I don't know if you've experienced it yet.
I don't think I have.
But the upside is there's all this Christmas stuff. So I'm like, ooh, lights.
Yeah, but you're so cold. Can you even enjoy it?
It distracts me a little bit.
When the wind stops, you're like, we got to go out and see the lights.
I want to electrocute myself.
Yes, let's go look at that tree.
No, but I'll be walking down the street. I'm like, oh, it's so cold. I can't breathe. And I'll be like, ooh, a Christmas tree. I'll be distracted.
They have Christmas trees in LA too. I don't know if you guys know this. I mean,
oh, really?
Yeah,
I always see like on a palm tree or something in the movies and stuff. I haven't been out to LA in the Christmas time.
You haven't?
I only go during the summer. And
there's lights and stuff around.
Oh, cool.
You only go when it's already warm.
Yeah, for no reason.
We don't have a Christmas tree that's like however many feet high because we don't have to prove anything to anybody.
We just want people to know how it's done.
But you can ice skate there. You can do everything you want.
Yeah.
In LA, there's space. You can.
Oh, you
full
can flap your
wingspan.
wings.
Yeah, true. And you get to have 6 lanes instead of one lane, one road.
That's true.
Awfulness here.
Yeah.
There was on the news they Rockefeller tree this year.
Yeah.
They interviewed the person that they took it from, and she was like, I planted this acorn so long ago, and now it's a huge tree, and I'm so proud of it. I'm like, well,
oh my God, it's a real tree.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's
a real tree every year.
From this woman, this poor woman. They just took her tree and now it's dead, and I felt like conflicted. Like,
didn't she want it?
I guess.
Is it a different tree every time?
Yeah, I don't know what they do with the old one. They put it on the curb.
I cannot believe that's a different tree every year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's like a huge deal.
How is that okay environmentally?
I'm sure it's not.
There's scouts that go out. I think they fly helicopters around and scout these. People get paid to like.
That's like the Hunger Games for trees.
It really is.
Yeah,
trees are just down like they're coming. Oh my gosh.
But this woman's
this one's called cactus. So dumb. Evergreen. Cactus evergreen.
But this woman planted this little tree and it grew and now it's dead. I guess the upside is it's the Rockefeller tree now.
Yeah, she can say she grew the Rockefeller tree.
It's like when you have a kid that like makes it in show business, but it destroys them.
The Joker.
Like they're dead at 27, but they're like, but look at all this music they made. And they're like, I'd rather have my son back.
True.
Was this a dark enough way to end?
This was great. This was fun.
Well, yeah, Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And a happy new tree. All right. Thank you again, Taylor Tomlinson, for being on the show.
Yes, please plug your social media.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at Taylor Tomlinson on social media, and my website is ttomcomedy.com.
And
nice.
You have a lovely mental health podcast.
I do. Self-Helpless podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the outro, everybody.
Stay tuned for the outro, guys.
My heart starts beating really fast. And I keep I'm like sweating and trembling.
Me too.
Am I gonna die?
Yeah. And I keep